So, pardon me for clearing my throat. It's like every time I start doing a recording, I get this, like phlegm in the throat syndrome. It might be psychosomatic. I think some of the great, and like talk show hosts and everything, just go ahead and talk, and they probably have a glass of water sitting next to them, and that's the usual thing anyway. I'm sure they have a glass of water, these talk show hosts, because every time I was forced to listen to these guys, I used to drive a moving van, and the boss would travel with me, and he had his problems. He was a nice guy. Usually, it's a usual human being like all the rest of us, a mixture of really cool stuff and hell of a lot of problems. But he used to listen to Limbaugh, and oh my God, that was so boring. I don't know who listens to that stuff. But anyway, I was always impressed by how professional Limbaugh was. I mean, some guys have the gift, It's like, all right, he was a gifted guy, but in my impression was he sure abused that gift. He didn't use it. Probably he might not have been a believer, Like a lot of these guys, they claim to be believers, and yet they belong to this political party, and they say this is the party of the faithful. Listen, there is no such thing down here on earth. There's no such thing. People throughout time immemorial have had to have tried to have. They had to have and they tried to have, and as usual, even though they had and tried, they failed to have theocracies. In God we trust, and so on and so forth. It always ends up with these guys. They have no idea of how weak they really are. And we're part of the they, guys, but there are part of the they that realize, hey, everybody's an asshole. Jesus, help me. And there are part of the they that think, nothing exists, blah, 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 and they imagine God to be, the pizza chef in the sky or whatever it is. They come up with the most incredible stuff, as usual. It befits the depth of the human mind. Don't sell yourself short, Oh, did I say the AH word? I'm sorry. If you're so delicate, just go ahead and switch to another little vignette. I don't need your views. I don't need your ratings. I don't need your popularity approval. So, buzz off, man. Okay, so anyway, we got this thing going now where the talk show host, like Limbaugh and all those other guys who just, I've tried, I couldn't bear to listen to that crap. After about 15 minutes of doing the AM dial, I realized, the devil got a hold of everything. This is nothing but boring. The most apropos song is by this group called the Fugs, F-U-G-G-S, a group of beatniks from the early 60s. Monday, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday and Thursday, nothing. The whole wide world, a whole lot of nothing. Nothing, nothing. Agalaga, nothing. I love that part. Agalaga, whoever did. They were so funny. I just got to hear that one. I used to listen to WBAI, Bob Fass and a few other guys. Now there was a host that really came up with the most, Bob Fass. He put on Woody Guthrie, he put on Vatican Rag, Anyway, and another one was Gene Shepard, good old Shep. I used to listen to him all the time. Wonder what's happened to Shep. Anyway, so we got a few things up in the air here. Let's see if I can remember some of them. First of all, I know that guys like Limbaugh and all these other, BSers. I've never heard so much BS in my life. Sorry, Rush. One thing, I tell you what, you better just go ahead and lose some weight, buddy. It's like, better wait than never. You're going to get a heart attack. Anyway, they must have a big glass of water next to them, because I have a saying, what are you talking about? Yes, they say, everybody is an asshole. Let's face it. You don't know how things are going to align themselves millions of years from now, and who's going to live forever? The person who's just going to, quote unquote, do his own thing and really mess things up. You look and see how just a few thousand years of human existence has turned the entire face of the planet, habitable regions anyway, where people live, and they usually like to live in estuaries, into garbage heaps. First of all, if you're going to live forever, then you're going to have to behave the way things work. You just can't go ahead and impose some kind of finality upon the infinite. So you get with the program, or buzz off, man. So anyway, so this is I'm gonna have to review this. There's some other point here. We'll just leave it for now. Leave it dangling in the air. Put a comment in there if you're interested in finding out more. Try to be calm. I always say, be minty and be calm, and that would be a calm mint. That's better than a comment anyway. It's like what you meant, or be minty, man. Be refreshing. Okay, so we've got something that has been, it's so strange that this has become a preoccupation. The devil works in opposites. He finds out what people are doing, and then he comes up with his imitation of it, which is the exact opposite. And then everybody goes for that. They miss the original. That's one reason why I can tell you that most people, everybody's an a-hole out here, missing the original. But anyway, the Millennium of Jesus. You remember, like Hitler's Third Reich, for example. He thought there'd be a millennium of Teutonic rule on the earth. And instead, what we got was something like, it's arguable whether it was better or worse. But I can always conclude that, as the passage of history is, it's always worse. It may get better for a while. But now we're going to have the millennium of Jesus Christ after the Antichrist is conquered, and after all these little idiots who got the mark of the beast, the 666, so they could buy and sell in his Antichrist system. We got them out of the way, and we have now got a kind of heaven on earth. It isn't the ultimate heaven. I went over this before in another little talk called, I forgot what it's called, but it was a subtitle was called Meltdown. That's the heaven, the touchdown of the real heaven from heaven landing on the earth. God's spaceship, right? 1,500 miles long, wide, high. Pretty big spaceship, huh? The Borg never had it so good. So, but here you have the 1,000-year reign of Jesus. Now, this is the time when the curse will be removed. I mean, you know what curse removed means? Stuff like, imagine a banana the size of a watermelon. Right now, the agriculture is yielding 10%. There'll be no devils running around, flying around, zipping around. There'll be no evil people. Well, hardly anyone, anyway. And Jesus will be reigning on the earth for 1,000 years. So, that is going to be another aspect. It's a transitional phase. He's going to show the world how it should have been run. And that'll be 1,000 years of world history there, until the end of history, at the end of that 1,000 years. All right, let's take a break. It's about an air break. No asbestos. See you later.